Welcome everybody. So guys, today we are going to make quiche. We are going to make 3 different quiches. I'm going to make the quiches in a small size. I'm going to make 3 individual quiches, but 3 different flavors. It's going to be the quiche Lorraine, French classic. The next one is going to be with the mushrooms. I have a cremini mushrooms and I have a shiitake mushrooms. And also we are going to make the third one. It's more creamy. It's gonna be chicken and leek. I have a leek, I have a chicken, so I have all my ingredients. So I'm going to show you the technique. I'm going to show you how to make a dough for the quiches, how to handle with the dough, how to roll. We are going to use a small tart to make a beautiful shape. It's 4 inches diameter and probably 1.5 inch deep. So we are going to use this small individual baking mold. And so let's begin. If you have any questions, please let me know. When I have time, I will check the questions. I will answer for any questions you have. If you would like to cook with me, just welcome, join, go to the kitchen. Probably some of your ingredients you can find in your shelf and your fridge. You can just choose one of these quiches, probably maybe quiche Lorraine. Many of us usually have a bacon in the fridge, and milk or cream and eggs, butter, flour, and there is not any fancy ingredients to make this quiche. So we are going to start to make the dough first. So quiche, it's French classic, and it's very good for the brunch, for the breakfast, and it's for the snack, kind of like. So we need 250 grams of flour, this dough gonna be enough for 9-inch diameter mold, baking mold. It's standard shape, 9 or 11 inches, usually 9.5 by 1.5 inch. 250 grams of flour. We're going to add 10 grams of sugar. Just to give the little bit sweetness. We're going to make the shortbread dough or short crust. In the French, it's called Pâte. So it's gonna be about flour, salt, sugar, egg, and water. The butter. So we're going to add about maybe 4 grams of salt. Yeah, 4 grams of salt. And 225 grams of butter. So we use cold chilled butter. We use technique called sablage or sands. So we use the cold butter and to mix it with the flour. To make the texture like a crumbs. So this is why I diced in the small cubes. So this is 110 and a little bit more butter. So you can tell me, guys, where you're watching me from right now. So 125 grams of butter. I'm going to use the mixer. You can definitely make it by hands. Just stir the flour and the butter between your hands. If you're using a mixer, you have to use a paddle attachment. So let it mix about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to use 1 egg, but actually I needed 50 grams. This egg, it's large, it's 60 grams. I'm just going to beat it and it's exactly 50 grams. And I needed 25 grams of water, cold water. Oops. So, the first step is done. Look at this texture. So flour combined with butter, a little bit small chunks. This is what we're actually looking for. I'm going to add the eggs and water. So it's going to be 50 grams, so I needed 10 grams. Yeah, 50 grams and 25 grams of water. And mix about 1 minute. So we're not going to overmix this dough just because it is should be crunchy. Let me show you. It's because we're not going to actually create gluten structure on the dough to not to have the chewy texture. We avoid to make a chewiness it's not a bread. So it looks like that. And we're going to use our hands just to combine everything together. So like that. It's going to combine everything together very quick, and we're going to put it in the fridge to chill the butter, to chill our dough about 30 minutes, and we're going to use this time to prepare our fillings, because we have 3 different quiches, and we need to prepare all of the fillings. So now cover it with the plastic wrap. And we are going to put it in the fridge at least for 30 minutes. You can put it in the fridge about for 2 to 3 hours. It's gonna be even better, but because we do the live stream, we have a limited time, so at least 30 minutes. I'm going to roll it a little bit. It will help us to roll it when dough is chilled. So, dough is ready to chill in the fridge. So now we are going to prepare our fillings. And we're going to start with the chicken and leeks. Just because the leeks take time, and I'm going to fry the chicken, and then I'm going to saute the leeks. Yeah, place wet towel on the cutting board. So let's start with the chicken. A little bit of oil, and you can use, so you can use the chicken breast, but I like to use chicken thighs because it's the more juicy and more flavorful meat. So just because we use the small individual molds, we don't need a lot. It's probably just one chicken thigh. It's more than enough. I'm going to trim a little bit just to remove the fat. So you can bake it, but I'm going to fry it. You can fry it in the big piece or just whole chicken thigh, but I'm going to cut it the small pieces. It will fry much faster and it still be juicy inside. So I'm going to cut it the small cubes. There's no any spices, just salt and black pepper, or you can use white pepper. Just we're going to wait until the frying pan is going to be ready. A little bit salt. You can use you can also add it in the pan, but as I have a time, I can use it right now. So I didn't have enough time to prepare the live stream, but anyway, it's gonna be delicious. So just wait a little bit, because we are going to fry it. It's like medium-high heat to give a little bit crunch outside, a little bit flavor, but still juicy inside. So guys, tell me where you're watching me from, and if you have any questions, please let me know. I think it's ready. So I'm not going to add any spices, just because this specific quiche, it's chicken and leek. It should be more creamy and more, it's like a more how to say, without any just the spices like you hit you, like a paprika or something like that. You can definitely add even the chili pepper or smoked paprika, but I'm going to make it more creamy and delicate. It's like a more for the breakfast. So we're going to fry it about 1 to 2 minutes, just a few minutes per side, in a medium-high heat. In a very small cubes, it's fried very fast. So now we're going to prepare the leeks. I think gonna be that one, it's more than enough. And to check if we needed to clean it. It's already cleaned probably. Yeah, it's good. So let's flip it. We're going to cook about 2 minutes more on this side, maybe less. We'll see. This I'm going to keep the juices in the chicken. Maybe I even dice in even smaller cubes when it's fried. It's almost ready. So juicy. So the chicken is ready. It's very fast, just a few minutes. And in the pan we have a little bit the chicken flavor, and I'm going to use it to saute the leeks, but we need just to cool down a little bit frying pan, because we're not going to give any color for the leeks. We're going to cook it very slow to make it more sweetness. So we needed to get a sweetness from the leeks, because if you're going to give the color, we will get the bitterness from the leeks. It's good enough. So we're going to add a little bit butter. And to cook low and slow. And a little bit more salt. Just I recommend you choose salt when you're cooking in each step. You will get more consistent flavor, and the better flavor and more consistent seasoning. So it's going to be cooked about 10 to 12 minutes, and we're going to start to preparing the next ingredients for the second quiche. Second one gonna be classic quiche Lorraine. For the quiche Lorraine, we're going to use smoked bacon. If you can find any different bacon, like a French bacon, it's gonna be even better. But it is what we have. If you can find the thick cut, it's gonna be even better. So let me show you. I got like a not like a thin, but a little bit thick cut. If you can find even thicker, it's gonna be even better. Just to dice in the cubes. So we don't need much for this individual tarts. So we're going to make today like a modern version of quiche Lorraine because we're going to add in the quiche onion, and we're going to add the cheese. We're going to add the Gruyere cheese. In the original version, it's going to be only dough, shortbread dough, short crust, yeah, and bacon, eggs, and cream. So no more ingredients. But the modern version is a little bit different. Let me just place in this stove, and we're going to fry the bacon here. So just a little bit of oil, just to start rendering the fat from the bacon. Let me pull it in the fridge. So actually, we trying to keep the classics, but at the same time, what I like to do in the kitchen life, like to add a little bit from myself, just my vision, what I thinking about the dish. So trying to improve it, but in my way. So this is why I say it's not the true classic quiche Lorraine. But anyway, it's gonna be even better. And we're going to finely dice shallot onion. You can use any other onion. Shallot kind of like a more have a gentle flavor and less strong onion flavor. It's more sweetness in the shallot. We're going to use it for this. So let it put in a medium heat. We're going to use for this quiche, and also we're going to use it for the quiche with the mushrooms. So we're not going to burn bacon, we're going to just gently rendering the fat and make it crispy. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and when I have a time, I'll answer for any questions you have. Just finely diced the shallot. Bacon is almost done. Ooh! Wow! Just a little bit strong. Ooh! So bacon is done. Look at this. So it's crispy, it's fried nicely. I'm going to keep the fat from the bacon. Just we're going to gently fry our shallot. Just very gentle. Actually, I turn off that one. Sorry. So because it's still hot. The stainless steel pan usually keep the warm pretty long. And actually this surface as well, it's very hot. It's almost done. So we're not going to add the salt actually, just because we have a lot of salt in the bacon already. I'm going to just remove it from the heat to the bacon. Basically it's done. We're going to prepare the next one. So let me check the leek. It cooks nicely, and we're going to prepare the last one. We're going to make the mushroom quiche. We're going to use the cremini mushrooms as a base, so you can use any other mushrooms, but this we're going to use like as a base. You can use baby bella mushrooms, you can use the similar one, and to bring more flavor, we're going to use the shiitake. So this is cremini mushrooms or baby bella. It's brown one, and you can use white one, and also we can use the shiitake because shiitake have a more flavor. We can use just a little bit. So I think so we're gonna choose for this small tart we're gonna choose three of them and 2 of them. So let it cut in the slices, and I'm going to turn on stove. It's like a counter stove. We're going to fry it in a high heat, and we're going to kind of like a dry it to intense the flavor from the mushrooms, because the mushrooms contain a lot of water, and we're going to trying to dry it to make the flavor more intensive. They have a little bit bacon flavor. I think it's gonna be good. It's not a problem. It's even better. So let's fry it, and going to finely dice the shallot as well. So guys, if you like to watch cooking videos, you can subscribe now. I have a different videos on my YouTube channel. That basically for now is vertical channel, not only YouTube and a TikTok as well actually, because I have a stream for YouTube and a TikTok at the same time. So if you like to watch the cooking videos, please subscribe now. And for the live streaming, I'm going to make the live stream every Thursday. It's already second live stream. The last one we make actually we cook the cookies. We bake the cookies. We bake the classic Italian cookies, actually butter cookies, and we made the peanut butter cookies. And just a little bit more water in the middle. And we anyway going to cook it to dry it. But because we use stainless steel, now let me show you just what's going on here. I added a little bit more salt. We're going to add the thyme. If you have a fresh one, it's good. If you don't have, you can use just a dry thyme. So we're going to add a little bit butter on a medium heat. butter and shallot. Going to cook about a few minutes. Black pepper. It's almost done. Medium heat. We're going to add just a little bit of garlic. We're going to just dice in very, very small cubes, almost a paste. It's almost done. We're not going to fry the garlic too long. We're not going to brown it or make it bitter. So it's ready. Let me check the dough. Still chilling. Let me clean it up, and we're going to make the starting to bake our tarts, because we're going to bake it blank without any filling, and then we're going to add the filling. So we are going to use these small tart pans, which you brush it with a little bit butter. It's non-stick, but just in case. You can brush it with a soft butter or melted butter. Just a little bit of flour. We'll see if it's going to be too sticky. We're going to use the parchment paper and to roll it between two parchment papers. Yeah, it's still sticky. Let's use the parchment paper. We're going to roll it about 4 millimeters, 4 mils thickness. TikTok 1, 2, 3, YouTube 0. Все, начало 23 зашло. Может быть, что как-то я без энтузиазма какого-то. Ну, да, наверное, да. Стрим идет. А? So we almost there. Oops. Let's see. It's gonna be enough. So we can actually roll it even thinner, maybe 3 millimeters, to have enough space for the fillings, but I think it's gonna be good. So anyway, we're going to chill it in the freezer, maybe for 10-15 minutes before bake it. So I will going to keep it these ages for now, for just in case that the dough will not shrink and fall down. But then we're going to remove it. Just cut it. Oh, I use actually mold. I didn't brush. That's fine. That's fine. So. First one, and actually you can put it in the fridge maybe for 30 minutes to chill before line it in the mold. It's gonna be much easier, but for our live stream we don't have enough time just to wait it, and I'm going to line it right now like that. But if you don't have like experience with the shortbread dough, it's a little bit tricky. It's not my favorite dough, definitely, because I have warm hands, and for me it's usually tricky to work with it. I love brioche dough, I love bread dough, any type of yeast dough or sourdough dough. It always works, it's always good and pleasant for me to work with. Any yeast dough. But the dough with the butter, for me, is a little bit tricky. So we're going to just push to the corner just to make sure we have even corners. So we're doing individual one, but you can use the large baking pan, baking mold. It's usually 9.5 inch or 11 inches. I have a 9 inches mold and 11 inches mold, but because I wanted to show you 3 different fillings, this is why I'm using small one, because I didn't want to make 3 large quiches. So look at this. And let's do last one. Tell me guys in the comment, do you cook quiches before? If yes, which one you love to cook? Which one you like to cook? Which one you like to eat? So make sure that you have a nice corners and everything to touch with the molds, with the sides of the mold and bottom of the mold. We're going to first put in the freezer, then we're going to bake it without any fillings. Look at this. So it's ready to chill in the freezer. Let's chill it about 30, maybe 15 to 20 minutes. So you can definitely reuse this dough. Just don't to work too much with it. Just make a ball. Place it in the middle and roll a little bit. In the fridge. So let me clean up a little bit and I will check the questions you have. So not a lot of questions. If you have some questions, please let me know. So we are an hour already. Yesterday I made focaccia. I made it yummy. I made it two focaccias, two different sizes, two different shapes. This one, I was using the deep baking pan, but it's with a rectangular shape. It's not too large. The same amount of dough, and I used another one. It's more shallow and bigger pan, and I got it two different it's actually two different shapes of the focaccia, but the same flavor. I was using Kalamata olives because I love the Kalamata olives with the dry oregano and salt for the focaccia. This was a little bit chewy because it's more chewy because it's deeper and a thickness, and this more crunchy because it's more crunch service for the baking. But I love both. So I'm going to make the video live maybe tomorrow, maybe in the Saturday, because I'm still editing. But if you love to make a focaccia, if you love to make a bread, just make sure stick around. It's very easy to make, it's very delicious, and this is why I love this particular recipe. You don't have to work too much and spend too much time. It's just make the dough, make a few folds, just like a 30 seconds each fold, and leave it overnight and forget it. And in the morning just put in the baking pan, wait and bake. So it's actually like a 10 minutes work total. Just a little bit passion the time. Actually it's overnight proofing, and and I'll see the crumb. It's very nice. You see the airy, you see this like a chewy crumb. I like it. And this is not sourdough, it's just the yeast. So the recipe will go to live tomorrow or Saturday. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. I also have another video how to make a bread. It's actually very easy how to make a bread without any special equipment or sourdough starter. It's easy to make. I showed the recipe. I use this yeast and cold proofing in the fridge to create a flavor in the bread. So guys, tell me where you're watching me from and what usually you like to cook. We just wait a little bit, just the outdoor chilled in the freezer. So let's turn on the oven for 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 170 degrees Celsius. We're going to bake it about 20 minutes. This is ready. It's a little bit brown it because I cook it in another stuff, but it's gonna be delicious. So it's pretty much done for the fillings. It's also we have a Gruyere cheese and we have a half and half cream. We're going to combine half a half cream with a eggs, and we're going to also add a layer of the Gruyere cheese. For the blank baking, if you bake in a big baking mold, let me show you. If you use at least like that one, it's about 9 inches, but it's a little bit shallow. If you use that one, if for the blank baking, you actually have to bake the dough without any fillings, but to prevent it from lumps on the bottom, we usually put some weight. You can use the dry beans, you can use the rice. I have the special rice I'm using only for the baking. You can line after you already put the dough, you can line in the parchment paper and add the rice or dry beans, but I'm going to use the not parchment paper but the clean films in this case, just because this mold it's very small and it's really hard to put the parchment paper without breaking and damaging the dough. So I'm going to use the clean films, probably in 2 layers. It could be melt a little bit in the oven just because the oven is heat and it's hot inside. Let me check. So look at this. It's almost ready, maybe just a little bit, but I think it's, yeah, we just wait a little bit when we preheat the oven for 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 170 degrees Celsius. But basically the dough is already chilled and it's hard because of the butter inside, and it's ready to bake. So let me prepare the clean films for that. If you're going to make the quiche, just when I usually make the quiche, I usually use the bigger pan, about 9 inches or 11 inches, and I make one. But for this case, I just wanted to show you 3 different fillings. So, but feel free to use the regular mold you can find in Amazon. It's usually 9 inches, and I recommend you to get a little bit deeper than the regular one, maybe 2 inches. Sometimes you can find 2.2 inches or 5 centimeters deep. It's gonna be even better because you can put more filling inside. You can definitely use different molds, but make sure that you have enough dough on the sides and it will not fall down. Guys, 77 minutes online, so it's almost 1.5 hours. So a few more minutes, just a few more minutes. The oven is almost preheated. So because we're using this type of the dough for the savory dishes, it's shortbread dough, but just because there is no large amount of sugar and not. It's enough butter actually, but it's not a large amount of eggs or sugar. It's much easy to work with. So sometimes sometimes you don't have to wait too long, too much until it's chill in the fridge or freezer. So actually in the French, they have 4 different categories for the short crust dough. The pâte sablé and pâte sucrée. So sorry about the pronunciation. I'm not speaking the French at all, but because I love to cook and I love French desserts, I know a little bit about it. And I chef. I work in the kitchen before, and so the pâte sablé and pâte sucrée, it's usually the use for the sweet tarts, the modern sweet tarts, on the sweet tarts with the pastry cream and some berries, some fruits, and another 2 ones, it's pâte fantaisie and pâte brisée. It's usually used for savory dishes like a quiche or something like that. So we use today pâte fantaisie, but pâte Brisée, it's a little bit similar, but without egg and without any sugar. I mean, the pâte fantaisie, we added 10 grams of sugar and 1 egg. This is make it more pliable and easy to work. So, and it help us to not wait too long. As you see, so we just maybe chilled in the 30 minutes in the fridge, and it's gonna be enough. And if we used if you make sweet tarts and use pâte sablé, we couldn't line up our baking pans without chilling the dough or at least overnight and keep it very cold. So let's put the rice on our tarts. How I mentioned, you can use dry beans in different weights. Make sure it's covered everything and the sides as well. So that's done. Second one. Just push a little bit anyway. The dough, it's freezed and it's very hard right now. So you actually can prepare the dough before, like a night before, to make a quiche, or you can prepare the dough, just wait about 30 minutes, an hour or hour, and line up the dough in the molds and place it in the fridge. You don't have to put it in the freezer. Actually, if you're going to chill it overnight, you can just chill it overnight in the fridge already in the mold, and just in the morning turn on the oven and place some weight in the molds and bake it. And we're going to bake it about 15 to 20 minutes, just because it's small, but anyway, between 15 to 20 minutes with this weight, and then we're going to remove it and brush with the eggs and bake it again about 5 to 10 minutes. So, and how I say it, if you're going to make it for the brunch, maybe for the Saturday brunch, so actually for 11 o'clock in the morning, you can just night before make it dough. It's, as you seen, it's very fast. It take about maybe 10 minutes more or even less. So just prepare all ingredients, place in the mixer bowl, turn on a mixer and combine everything together, put in the bag or like a Ziploc bag, or cover with a plastic wrap and place in the fridge, go to shower or watch some movie, and then just roll it, cut it in the circles, line up with in the baking pan, place in the fridge and forget about for the overnight. And in the morning, just turn on the oven, put some weight, place in the oven for the 20 minutes, and the 20 minutes you have to prepare the fillings. Or if you have a big one, it's even easier if you have just one quiche. So just line up one baking pan, place in the fridge in the morning, put weight, put in the oven, and you have 20 minutes to prepare the filling. Just if you make a quiche Lorraine, just cut the bacon, fry it about 5-6 minutes, add shallots, and boom, it's ready. Prepare, just mix all of the eggs and cream, remove quiche from the oven, put the fillings and bake it about 30 to 40 minutes when you preparing for the Saturday. So if you're going to make it for the brunch, or if you're going to make it for the dinner, you can actually make the dough the night before or in the morning. Actually, you can make the dough, line up the mold, place in the fridge and forget it until you need it. So this dough, it's easily to store it in the fridge at least 2 to 3 days, maybe 4 days. You can then put in the freezer for a few weeks at least, so it's not gonna to lose the flavor and it's easy to work with. Actually, I love the quiche. I love this savory dish. Actually, I love the tarts. I love to make and to eat the things with the dough, actually. Different things. So that's the idea. Or if you make a chicken leek, you have just fry the chicken 5 minutes, fry the leeks about 10 minutes, and boom, while the dough in the oven. Have plenty of time to prepare the fillings. I'm talking, but I forget to start the timer. I think it's 15 minutes. It's gonna be enough. So guys, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. because I love to cook, I love to bake, I love to make desserts. Somebody's here. Is here. What's going on? She said she wanted to eat. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. My wife wanted to get some snacks. To have a blood orange. Yes, I have a special cup. It's called Chef. It's the cup special for the live streams. I'm going to use it only for the live streams. So my wife gifted me. Ooh, look at this. It's blood orange. It's very strong flavor. So maybe someday I will make the tart with the blood orange. So I already have the raspberry tart in my account. You can check it if you like to make these desserts. So it's a little bit advanced recipe. It's not too easy to make, but I showed every details how to make it at home. The desserts look like from the French pastry shop. So it's gonna be interesting. So let's try once. It's sweet. It's okay, but it's not for me. Huh? Ah. Где? In the bottom? So the dough is almost done. It's in the oven. So they put stickers everywhere. TikTok пару человек, YouTube 0 уже, не знаю, как час. Не знаю почему. It looks good. It looks good for now. It's in the oven about 10 minutes. So I need one egg actually. Oh. I have a little bit of eggs over here. So the main problem with the quiche, if you have a very wet fillings, you can get a soggy bottom, and it is a problem just because we wanted to keep the crunchy of the dough. So this is why when we make all the fillings, we dry the mushrooms, we dry everything, so we have actually a little bit, maybe a little bit fat or oil, but there is no water on or any liquids. So that's the number one. Let me try. It's pretty good chicken. But to prevent it, even with the dry fillings, we have eggs and cream. So anyway, to prevent from sogginess and the bottom on the sides, after 20 minutes in the oven, I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove the weight from the molds, and I'm going to brush it with the eggs. You can use the whole eggs, or you actually can use egg yolk and cream, like 1 egg yolk and 1 teaspoon of cream or milk, and mix it. And I'm going to brush it in the bottom and the sides, and I'm going to put it in the oven for another 5 to 10 minutes. And this create a surface, create a layer that will prevent it from to how to say, to leak the liquids to the dough, and will keep the crunch of our crust, our dough. So this technique usually used for the sweet tarts, kind of like if you make a sweet tarts with the lemon curd, or different fillings, but the wet fillings, even the basic on the fruits, or you can use the creme chantilly or whipped cream actually. So it's even it's a fat, but sometimes it can make a soggy. So they usually use this technique to keep it crunchy. Another technique for the sweet recipes, they make a layer of the white or dark chocolate, melted chocolate, and because the chocolate contains a lot of fat, once it's dried and cooled it down, it's created a layer of fat that will prevent for sogginess. So just a little bit information. Still waiting a little bit. If you have any questions, please let me know. Yeah, remove all sticks. In the live stream, I'm trying to make the recipe that we're going to be interesting for you, and the recipe that we can make during the live stream without too long waiting. But sometimes, like right now, we have to wait just because I could prepare the dough before, but I wanted to show you how to make the dough. Maybe for the next time, if we're going to make this type of the recipe, I'm going to make the dough before, and once we're starting to live stream, I'm going just to put it in the oven and bake it. When it's baking, to make the fillings. Maybe it's gonna be even faster and more entertaining, more entertainment for you guys. So it's already 15 minutes in the oven. Let me check. So looks good, looks good. We're going to add it a little bit more time. So I have a little bit bigger pieces. Let me just tire it for the small pieces. You can cut it, but anyway, it's very soft. So another important things for the quiches, that you have to cool down your fillings. You have to put the cold fillings in the molds, just because we're going to add the mixture of the eggs and cream. It's cold, and you have to keep everything cold as well. That's very good, very good chicken. And we're going to, that's very soon we're going to prepare the mixture of the eggs and cream. Just I'm going to remove the our dough from the oven and cover with the eggs and put it again, and then we're going to create a mixture that we're going to fill to our quiches. Of course, this could be better if you have any questions. I can answer for the questions. When I work in the restaurant, we made a lot of quiches every single day. So we made the classic one. We made the chicken and mushroom. It's very good. It's kind of like another classic. So 2 more minutes, let me check if everything goes well. This looks good, looks good. I think 2 more minutes it's gonna be good, it's gonna be okay. So we also have some garnish like a chives. Maybe someday I will make the lasagna on the video, because when I worked in the restaurant we made a lot of lasagna every single day. So it wasn't like Italian restaurant, but we had a lasagna and we made it every single day. The classic one and the mushrooms, the chicken one. I love lasagna. Почему в YouTube 0 вообще? Он больше не дает уже как час или больше. Странно.
Надо попробовать выйти из этих.
Это же один стрим. Let's check. Ooh. How I say it. So it's a little bit, it's melted. the cling film a little bit. Let's take just 1 to 2 minutes, just a little bit cool down. Cling film, plastic wrap. Можно повредить. Just a gentle, let's remove. Oops. I have a few pieces of rice. So let it brush it with eggs. So I'm going to brush it all sides and the bottom as well. So just a thin layer. I needed just to make a thin layer of the eggs. We're not going to make omelette or something like that. Just a clean, very thin layer. So okay, I'm going to place it in the oven for another 10 minutes. It's gonna be the cool down, and then I just place it in my box with the rice. I'm going to use it again and again. It's reusable. So guys, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. We have a few more minutes, and we are going to preparing our fillings. So also we have a Gruyere cheese. So we are going to use the 2 eggs. For the large quiche, like a 9-inch the baking pan, usually used about 5 eggs. Oh, I got a shell. And we're going to add the 120 grams of half cream for each egg. You can use the heavy cream, actually. You can use the milk. You can use the mixture of double cream or milk as well. So I just wanted to make it a little bit lighter. This is why I'm going to use the half and half. Just a little bit salt and pepper. That's all another ingredients salted as well. Like bacon, mushrooms, it's already salted, and the black pepper. You can use the white pepper as well, but I like the black pepper. And just mix it. Sounds good. Almost done. The shell is done, it's ready. So let me check. Wanted to. Yeah, probably I'm going to remove it later. So let's fill it. Let's start with the mushrooms. Wow, it's very rich and a deep flavor of the mushrooms because we used mini mushrooms and shiitake mushrooms as well. So we're going to just fill this little bit. Not going to fill all the wedges because we need the layer of the mushrooms, the layer of the cheese, and then I think it's gonna be good. So we put everything here. So next one, set the chicken and leeks. We're going to make the one layer of the chicken. I think it's gonna be enough, and leeks. We could combine it together, but anyway, I like to make layers. It's a little bit more filling, but we have I think enough space between the chicken. Yummy. And the last one, it's bacon and shallot. Classic quiche Lorraine. Let's take a microplane for the cheese. And add a layer of the Gruyere cheese. You can use the Gruyere, it's like a classic Swiss cheese, or you can add the Mante as well, or Gruyere and Mante, just to combine together. I make it just like a thin layer of the cheese. Maybe a little bit more here. And now it's time to add egg and cream mixture. Just little by little to make sure it's cover everything. Ooh, we have a lot of mixture. A little bit black pepper. And we're going to place it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. So it's gonna be delicious. 3 different quiches, classic quiche Lorraine, and chicken and leek, and third one it's mushrooms. Just like a flavor bomb. So 20 minutes in the oven and we'll see how it goes. Oops. Yo. So take a timer. That's definitely, I think, one of them I just put too much the mixture and it will just the leak. But anyway, so let's try the cheese. I love the cheese. Classic. Yeah. Want a cheese? Do you want a cheese? Christina. 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 Cheese? She want a cheese.
Да я не хочу чиз.
Чай. Заяц. Много зайцев. Что? So let me clean it up a little bit. Yummy. And make a tea. So guys, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments while we're waiting our quiche in from the oven. Oops. So guys, any questions, please let me know in the comments. Leftovers. Yummy. So let me check what's going on. So far so good. So our quiche is in the oven in the final stage. So if you have any questions, please let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe now. I have a lot of different and interesting cooking videos, and I'm going to make the live streams in the future as well. And every Thursday at 9 o'clock in the evening in the Pacific time, I'm going to make the live streams. So it's got like a schedule. So make sure you subscribe to don't miss any future live streams. Maybe next live streams I'm going to make a little bit shorter, like a 1.5 hour, because now we more than 2 hours in live. That's a quiches. It's many different steps to make the dough, they bake the dough, they make, chill, line up, chill it again, bake it, prepare the fillings, bake it again with the fillings. So it's many different stages, many different steps, and this is take time. So usually when you make it, you kind of like you can make something in your home, but for the live stream maybe it's a little bit longer than I expected. But anyway, in the next one I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. Maybe we're going to make the pasta, maybe we're going to make the risotto, maybe we can bake something, but something in just one step, one stage. Maybe the cookies, maybe we'll see. Maybe we fry something, maybe we can make the video with the dinner, or to make a nice dinner, something like that. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. So the previous live stream we made the cookies. We made peanut butter cookies and we made the butter cookies. So this is what I love to make when I need it to make the quick cookies and to have some sweets to the tea. I love to make the butter cookies, or peanut butter even better, because it's very flavorful peanut, very flavorful peanut taste, the cookies. But it's made very easy, just one stage, put just the butter, mix the butter and peanut butter and sugar, and add eggs, then flour and baking powder, and just place in the oven, and boom, like a 22 minutes, 25 minutes, and it's ready. And it's even better when you eat when it's still hot, still not hot, it's still warm. So if you wanted to see these videos, you can check my previous live stream in the live stream playlist. So make sure to check this video from the last week. So the quiches in the oven already 13 minutes. So I think it's gonna be about 20 to 25 minutes, because we have a little bit deeper the baking mold. It's about 1 inch and 1/5 of the inch, so it's 3 centimeters deep. It's around 2 centimeters, sometimes 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters, but this one a little bit deeper. I wanted to make to get a little bit deeper, just because it's quiche, it's need more space for the fillings actually. So that's gonna be delicious. So I highly recommend you to try this recipe and let me know. Oh, here's the chicken. and let me know in the comments how it turns out. I'll be right back, just a minute. So it's already 15 minutes in the oven. Let me check. Ooh. Let me just churn the baking pan just to make sure that every quiches it's cooked evenly.